to go up on Kenora's harborfront. The chair of Kenora's Downtown Biz is opposed to the electronic sign. Mort Goss is with me now. Mort, good afternoon to you.
Good afternoon, Larry.
Okay, first of all, explain exactly where this sign would go.
Well, for those of the city folk who come to Kenora, and I know there's lots of them, when you come across the bridge by the hospital, and you have Husky to Muskie to your right, and the Lake of the Woods, and the Goodwill Geyser, and the Kenora skyline, on the left there were 5 old billboards, old wooden billboards, that a previous council had declared basically non grata. They didn't want to see them there at all, and CPR having them on their property decided that they still wanted revenue from it.
Ah, okay, because it was on private property, I guess.
Correct.
Right.
But the signs are all on the wrong side of the road, which by Ontario Traffic Act wouldn't be allowed. However, there's some councillors who hold that Kenora has some sort of special status from that, so we'll leave that point undebated at the moment.
Why are you against it?
I'm against it because the City of Kenora has invested about $7 million in a downtown revitalization project, including $250,000 in matching dollars to go to stores to fix up their storefronts to match the authentic Kenora theme that we're trying to rebuild. We're trying to make Kenora something besides just your average off-the-highway little bumpkin town. We want to have some character and a little bit of class.
And a kind of heritage theme, then? In
a heritage theme. Now, we have one councillor who insists that this will be accomplished by what he calls a heritagey look, by putting a wooden granite frame around this billboard.
So a frame around the billboard will give it a heritagey look?
Apparently, that's the view of actually 2 councillors.
Okay. There have been several meetings regarding the future of this sign already this week, so what stage are you at right now?
We're at the stage of community outrage right now. What started off, when this came through, it looked like it was going right down to the wire, and 2 days before, a young fellow by the name of Mike Lemaistre in Kenora started a Facebook page and generated an awful lot of activity over a period of a couple of days. So when it came to City Council to get a rubber stamp on the Property and Planning's decision to go ahead with it, there was enough opposition they decided to back it up and form an ad hoc committee. I sat on that ad hoc committee, a few other people did, and we came back with a recommendation not to proceed with the variance because we've got a brand new sign bylaw and we've got so much invested in all of this. Why would we change it 6 months in?
Kind of ironic that social media is fueling uprisings in the Middle East and also a debate about a sign in Kenora.
Well, and you have some councillors who think a digital sign is very 21st century, and that's the person who called it authentic-y.
Okay.
He's denigrated the social networking, despite apparently getting some 500 emails in the last couple of days.
I see. What kind of support do you have to keep this sign from going up, then?
Well, I haven't heard an awful lot of support for the sign. We're just waiting for Property and Planning to proceed tomorrow, and I guess there will be some citizens' deputations, which is fairly rare for a Property and Planning thing to this extent. And from Property and Planning tomorrow will come a recommendation, I believe, to Council on Monday night. So I think we'll let it sit for what happens between now and tomorrow, and decide from tomorrow. We're hoping that we can have some cottage owners weigh in on it because some of them are taxpayers down here too. I think they might be a little bit upset. So I'd recommend any of them who feel that way that they could just address a letter to City Council at Kenora.ca.
Is that one word, City Council at Kenora.ca?
Yes, it is.
Okay.
If it's not, I'll fire something back to you on to your webpage.
So who actually owns the digital sign, and have you talked to the owners?
Well, this is interesting. Their signs they're currently not digital signs. They're owned by 3 different sign companies, I believe. Some of them aren't even collecting rent. CP owns the property and has been approached by Pattison Signs. And from what I understand, some 80% of Pattison Signs across the country are on CP land. So it's just 2 companies working a deal to jack a lot of money out of empty space.
Well, this is going to be interesting. I hope, Mr. Goss, you keep me informed.
Well, certainly we will.
All right, thank you.
And as I said, I advise any of those summer residents, now's the time to let us know how you feel about Kenora.
Thank you very much for your time. Appreciate it.
Thank you, Larry.
All right, that's Mort Goss. He is the chair of Kenora's Downtown Biz.
Can a presumption save your life?